Alright, quick diagnosis lesson. I got an 04 4runner here. Customer concern is the truck's a mess. No, their actual concern, that's true, but their actual concern is when they start up, they hear a noise. I'll show you. Hear this buzzy kind of vibration, clicky sound. And the way that you diagnose this, first off, if the noise seems like it's coming from kind of behind the glove compartment, you know, pop the glove box down, open it up, it'll drop to a point where these little latches catch, push it in like this, and that'll clear it so you can swing it down all the way. You just have to pop this little shock absorber loose, get that nice and down out of the way, and then you might be able to do the diagnosis there, but if you want to get a little better access, you could pull this panel out. There's really just 4 screws. And then these are airbag connectors, so just be really careful around this type of stuff. It's not likely that you're going to deploy an airbag, but if you do damage these connectors, you're not really supposed to fix those, so just be careful with them. Right, now that I've got the access and I turned the key on, the noise stopped, which is kind of a pain, but that sound I've heard before. It could be the blower motor, so I can manipulate the blower speed here. So like right now, I have the blower, I can change the blower speed to, let's say, like high or low, which I forgot I disconnected the blower, which is part of the diagnosis. See that blower is disconnected, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'll reconnect that. Obviously it's not the blower if I disconnected it and the noise still occurred, so I'll go ahead and plug it in. Blowers don't usually make that sound anyway, but I'm gonna turn it off. And then what I could do is start to change the temperature up and down, and I don't really hear any change in the sound. And then I could do recirculation or no recirculation. I don't really hear any change in the sound. And then I've saved this one for last because I already diagnosed it, but this is what I call the mode switch. So right now it's like on foot. Let's say I wanted to go to defog or defrost. If I put it up there, and when I was changing that before, a lot of times it would start making the noise, but it's being a little weird, so I'm going to turn the key off, turn it back on. So you can hear it. Start to feel these. I put my hand on this one. That one I can really feel it at, and if I disconnect it, it stops. All right, see that up there? Now listen. Turn the blower down. So it does a little bit of weird things, but you'll notice if I change the mode, occasionally I'll get it to make the noise. So if you really wanted to, you could hear the noise and you could start to move these, and if the noise sounds like that and you're moving this mode one, it's going to be that mode actuator. If you changing the temperature makes the noise, it's going to be the temperature actuator, or the recirculation, it would be the recirculation actuator. So in this case, because I've manipulated it, and I also really wanted to confirm my diagnosis by disconnecting this, I know that it's this this mode actuator, so I can go ahead and recommend that part. That's the diagnosis.